Hello, welcome back to Zade is okay. I'm doing pretty good. In fact, first of all, let me address the elephant in the room. My hair is different. My hair is out. I didn't realize how many people had never seen me with my hair out, I guess, because I only started doing the braids with beads it was in college, I think. So I guess it's been like 2.5, 3 years since I've had my hair like this, but I didn't realize like how many people didn't know me, I guess, because I wasn't really online before then. But this is what my hair normally looks like. What I do hate, look at how long that is. The shrinkage of my hair, how long my hair could be if it didn't. Oh my God. This is how long my hair is normally. And then obviously you guys see it braided. And so I did a wash and yeah, I rarely have my hair out like this. I think I used to be a little self-conscious about it because I do think it doesn't look as good, but I've kind of started coming to terms with it where I feel less, I don't know, comparative. It's tough because with my, first of all, how are you guys doing? Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support on the last few episodes. I appreciate it. And all of your comments and everything. I try to reply to them all. I'm not always able to, but I really do appreciate the engagement. So I was talking about my hair. Yes. So when my hair is when it's in braids is very, not to glaze, but I'd say it's somewhat unique with beads in them. It's kind of like A$AP Rocky, Lil Yachty. I think it's more popular now than when I started. When I started, it was really just based on A$AP Rocky. That was kind of it. But now it's definitely a lot more popular. But because of that, I feel like a lot of the time it stood out, which led to I'd get more compliments in regards to my hair. And I really liked that. It was like, oh, this is like a cool conversation starter for someone that maybe wanted to talk to me but didn't know how. It would be like, oh, I like your hair or whatever it is. And I really liked that. So whenever I would take it out and the compliments would just like hard stop, I definitely noticed that. It definitely felt like I was not, I don't know what the word is. It just didn't feel awesome, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. There's just the hard switch like that. And so I kind of like attributed it to I don't look good when my hair is out. Instead of just I look unique when my hair is braided. So yeah, I don't know if that's just something that stuck with me, but this is probably going to be the longest I've had my hair out. I'm not getting it retwisted until next like Thursday, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a while. And it's weird. So I'm also going to an event. Someone's birthday party is tomorrow. It's Sunday when I'm filming this. Happy birthday, Grace. It's her birthday Monday, or her birthday party. And so because of that, I'm like, damn, I'm having my hair out for a party like that where I'm like meeting people that I don't know. And so like their first impression of me is me with my hair like this. And I also can't get a haircut. The earliest haircut I could book is Wednesday. So I'm going here like this with like my hairline all over the place. And it's all like nappy and it's just like, sorry, I just started fidgeting with the things that hold my mic up. And yeah, no, I don't know. It feels kind of like weird. I do think it's easier since I have a girlfriend. I do have a certain kind of confidence and aura. I don't know if it's like there's no longer a pressure that feels like I have to impress anybody, guy or girl. Just like knowing that I'm going home to my hot wife is kind of like, oh, okay. Like I don't need to think about that stuff, I guess. I don't think about it nearly as much, at least. So I'm not too stressed, and I think that's a huge part. I think if I didn't have a girlfriend, I would probably just cancel going to the party, to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm curious how it'll go with my hair out. Like if I'll feel a certain type of way. I don't know if I'm going to drink yet when I'm there. But I'm excited. I guess just a little I don't know. It feels new, especially since being in LA. I feel like a lot of the things I do now are new compared to Scotland, or like I'm learning something new or trying new food or whatever. And this feels like the first socially, like really new thing that I'm doing. And so, I don't know. I just hope it goes well. I hope it's not, because I went to one of my friend Jordan's birthdays yesterday, and they also had not seen me with my hair like this. I think ever. I think this is their first time seeing my hair like this. So as soon as I walk in, it's like, whoa, Zade, your hair's different. But they also said it looked nice. And I was like, oh, I appreciate that. And again, I'd forgotten that my hair looked like this, and also that people hadn't seen it. So it was so surprising. But they're also like super nice people. So I expected nothing less. So maybe my fear is that the people going to this party, since I don't know a lot of them, I don't have a reference of how they would feel or think about me or anything like that. And I'm kind of like, I want it to be a good first impression no matter what. And so the idea that like my hair would be the thing to prohibit me from having a good impression like that, I guess maybe that's what I'm nervous about. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll tell you guys next week how it went, how it goes. I actually didn't write down the plan for talking today. I guess I have passively a bunch of random things on my mind. And one of them is a win. I mentioned either last week or the week before, I think it would have come up last episode, that I had a streaming idea. Oh, I guess it was 2 episodes ago, that I had a streaming idea and that I wanted to live stream making videos and editing videos that you guys suggest. So it would be like chat is interacting with like, oh, you should do this or you should try that. So it's a mix of, basically I've been trying to find, there's like an invisible Venn diagram in my head where it's like things that I want to do, things that I enjoy doing, things that I dream I could do if I had an infinite budget. And then it's like things that does well for the algorithm, things that YouTube likes, things that are easier to make, so like I could do them consistently without the time pressure, the financial pressure, whatever. And I'm just trying to find, I've been searching for that spot in the middle. Like, what are the things that are both possible to do consistently that the algorithm might support, that are also things that I enjoy? So, because I feel like if I just do the things I enjoy, as much as I enjoy them, I know that within myself, seeing no return whatsoever, whether it's from views, financially, whatever, just knowing that I made it is good, but it's not good enough to get me to start, I think. Like even the Daniel Show pilot, I was so proud of what I was doing, but it's because I had nothing else going on. Like work was slow and like I had the time to invest into it, and like friends were moving soon. So it was like, I want to hang out with them. And one of my friends in town, he co-hosted that episode. It was just like so much had to be aligned for me to even consider doing it. And then I had to just book the place and then bank on myself committing to doing it, where I'm like, I can't do that every time. I need to find something that's sustainable. That's what this is. Like Zade is okay is like, that's one of those things where I'm not like worried about the algorithm, but I'm also able to be consistent. And it's also something I enjoy. I enjoy talking. I enjoy being able to, like, again, it's like comparative to therapy, basically. I love just being able to talk freely without like thinking about it too much. And then also hearing like your response, like your engagement, your ideas, like getting your nice DMs when it's when you're like, oh, I related to this thing, or I really understood this thing and stuff like that. I just feel like that's so like, it's such a blessing that I'm able to do this. Not financially. Like I'm lucky that I have a full-time job that allows me to just sit for an hour and talk each week. Like I'm very grateful and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, with that in mind, I have been trying to find how to grow myself, how to continue to make things, how to, sorry. I just got a notification about my AirPods, someone's AirPods tracking me, but it's because I picked up my roommate from the airport. And yeah, how to like continue to make things and eventually here's my goal. My plan is I start in the middle and I lean towards the things I enjoy. That's the goal, is that it starts where it's like maybe even a little more left or a little towards this side, where it's like a little more towards the algorithm, consistency, less fulfillment in terms of like creativity or like a uniqueness to what I'm making. Like this podcast isn't unique, but it's unique in the sense that I'm doing it and what I can talk about and my what I can relate to and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the algorithm consistency. I can reproduce this without a cost or really effort per se, besides editing at the end. Like I don't even do clips for this. Like I'm not even promoting it. So it's like it feels like there's it's like not a challenge really for me to do, besides the sitting down and doing it every week no matter what. Like that's the challenge. And eventually I want to transition from that towards the this is something that I really like, and also like I'm able to do consistently, or I have time to do this more often, or I'm able to invest into this, whatever it is. And my next step in that is I did the stream. I talked about the streaming idea where I make people's ideas, like we come together, and it's like a mix of a tutorial. So the VOD is a video where you can see everything I did, our planning, what we trial and errored, etc. We tried to do things, stuff did work, stuff didn't work, and that was it. And then I can make clips out of this, which is like speed run sections where it's like, okay, chat, what do you want to do? You say you want to do this thing, cool. And then it's like cuts to me doing that thing, or it could be like me laughing if we try something, it doesn't work, trial and error, we show the draft, etc. Like those are possible clips. Moments from the stream, also clips. And then a dedicated video. This is the harder part towards the I enjoy it, less so the how easy is it to reproduce, because editing down a 4-hour editing VOD, not easy. But if I make a dedicated video where I can add like voiceover, like that's something new for me, is making a video where I'm like adding context in later, where I can be like, oh yeah, so first thing, so even like trying to like get into my YouTuber voice, where I can be like, so today in this video, oh, that was so loud. Where I can be like, so today in this video, we da-da-da-da-da. And then I asked chat to da-da-da-da. And this was their idea. And so this is how we tried to make it. Like this stuff is, that's the stuff that I'm like, I need to get better at. And I feel like through this streaming thing, slowly but surely, it is something I can do. And I feel like there is merit. Like, I feel like this is the type of video that I would watch. And that's generally my bar for how proud I am of something I do. If I would have watched it if someone else was doing it, that's usually when I like it. If I'm like, anyone is doing this, or this doesn't matter, or if it wasn't me personally doing this, I wouldn't watch it, then I feel that's when I feel like I'm making like something closer to slop, or it's just like I'm just doing what the algorithm likes, or I'm just doing what is easy enough for me to do consistently. But even this podcast is like, this is the kind of thing I could see myself watching. I'd have to come across it. I don't know if I'd search for it, but if I found it, something where it's like, it's a topic that I enjoy, I can learn, whether it's an editing thing or whatever, and like that's the stuff that I would watch. And then similar with the little guy, like that's something I would watch. And you know what, speaking of little guy, before I go on to the other good parts about the stream, and I'll talk about the stream and how that was, but I also have to talk about the lack of successes. Little guy has not made progress. I'll be honest, it sucks to say that out loud, but it has not made progress. I have basically, in any time I could have been working on it, I started working on something else. Whether it was like trying to set up the stream stuff, or it was just like watching a movie, I'll be honest. Or I was busy. This was a busy week for, my girlfriend was going through it, wasn't feeling great. And so, a lot of my time was dedicated there. But again, that's not like her fault. I'm sure there were other opportunities I could have fit in trying to edit the little guy thing, and it hasn't panned out, but that's okay. I tried it. I still can continue to. I still have the clips. I still have the footage. I can do VO for the second part. I have to be realistic in accepting that it hasn't been the blow up, the post consistency content wise thing that I thought it would be, or that I hoped it would be. There's still potential that it can be, but it hasn't been that yet. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm doing this consistently. Less stakes, sure. Not as much effort per se, sure. But I'm doing it, and I'm happy that it's something. On that, I also have been doing the walks still consistently. I've set an invisible goal where it kind of feels like I'm in a movie. So there's this hill up by where I live, and it's like 600 feet elevation. And I randomly was just like, I was like, okay, like, let me just walk up and then walk down back to my house. Like, that's like the straightest route. I can just walk up for, I'm doing 30-minute walks, so I can walk up for 15 minutes or maybe 17 in terms of like, walking down is faster. So I have speed walk up for 15 minutes, speed walk down for 15 minutes. And that's like my walk. On the way down, it is a lot faster. So I usually do a lot more like loops and turns down blocks and stuff to like make up for the time. Sometimes I'll run as well. I'll maybe run for 14 minutes just around the block till I get back to my house. But that's like generally the idea. And what I noticed is my walking up, since it's a 15-minute timer consistently, I can see exactly how much farther I'm getting in that time. So the 15-minute timer goes off and I'm further up the hill each time. And it's like, whoa, I can see that. And then I really looked up the hill and I was like, I wonder how far I can go. Laundry machine takes 35 minutes. So I set the 35-minute timer instead of 30. So I went longer this time, which is also a jump. And I started walking up. I was going as fast as I can. And I kept going for, I think I walked 20 minutes up that hill. Or 22 minutes up that hill instead of the usual 15. And I got so far up and there's still so much to go. Like I think I got to like 400 feet of elevation or something like that. And so there's still so far to go. And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy that like what feels like such a huge achievement is really just like a drop in the bucket. But it's also crazy how much less tired I feel. Like I felt like I could keep going, but I had to go back for the laundry and then the timing. And then I didn't want to overdo it where I just like pass out or throw up or something. So yeah, like doing that walk, it felt like, wow, I'm actually like visibly seeing progress. And I feel the same with these podcasts. It's weird because it's not like I don't see like views increase every episode that comes out. In fact, I feel like it goes down instead of up. But I feel like my enjoyment in this is still going up, which I'm glad about. Where it's like I finally found something where the performance is fine. Like the performance doesn't dictate my joy or excitement for what I'm creating. And that's rare. That's for me, that's really, really rare. And so, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm disappointed in the little guy, but I'm also like, I now have these other avenues that I'm working on. You know, it sucks. I'm going to Scotland, on the 9th of September. So that's in like a week and a half. And so that's kind of going to like break. I still want to record one of the podcasts while I'm there. I'll probably have to use my phone. So unfortunately, it probably won't be a great episode. You know what? It'll be a great episode. Maybe just not amazing mic quality, I'll say. But I don't think I'll be able to stream from there. I might bring my laptop. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. But I may bring my laptop, and if I do, I can try to stream from there, but I don't know how much I'd be able to edit from a laptop, especially without like the plugins I use and the assets and stuff like that. Maybe I could remote into my computer. I'm not sure. I guess I could use Parsec, but yeah, I guess I'm not expecting it to go. I'm not expecting to hit that stream, and I wish I could, but I guess we'll see. We'll see if we do. But that feels disappointing to me, where it's like, my consistency is already being shut down. But it did make me excited to stream on Saturday and Sunday. So that's something I want to try. I want to try stream on Saturday as well. And sorry, I haven't even talked about the stream yet. Amazing. That stream went so well. I think a video came up my recommended where Ludwig, huge streamer, I think his podcast Patreon is like one of the biggest on Patreon. They make so much money, and I feel bad because I'm glad that they found something that works for them. I'm glad that they found something that pays them money. But whenever I know someone that makes stuff that isn't particularly like super impressive to me, because I'm sure like he makes great videos. I'm not the target audience for his videos or his content. But whenever I see that, and it's like, and seeing that their Patreon makes like $275,000 a month, it just makes me like, oh, okay. You know, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels very like, I feel like a hater, because I genuinely am glad that it's working for them. You know, I would love to be in that position. And I'm sure they're grateful too. It just feels very like, you are that person now. When I see your Patreon, you are now that number. And I'm not sure how to shake that, because it's not. Is it envy? Maybe. I wonder if it's like like a kind of jealousy or something, where I'm like, I want that, and so it makes me feel a specific type of way about you as a person because you have it. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But I saw one of his videos recently, and he was talking about like how like basically one of his fans asked like if you could start again from scratch with the knowledge you have now, do you think you could do it all again, or is a big part of it just luck? And then I didn't finish the video, but the first like 20 minutes that I watched some and I was like, oh, is this going anywhere? And then I scrubbed through and I was like, oh, this is a long video. And I clicked off, but that whole time he had no viewers, no chatters specifically. I think he had maybe 2 viewers and no chatters. And it really put into perspective that when I did this stream today and I think I averaged 9 viewers, and this is just promotion through my Discord and on Twitter. And my Twitter engagement is very low. I haven't tweeted in a long time. Mostly now I just retweet stuff. And my Discord also not super active. I'd say there's an average of like maybe 5 people that talk, like 5 messages sent in a week, maybe 3 a week on average. And again, not complaining. This is just like, I guess I'm just setting up the reality of how surprised I was when there were consistently like 8 to 9 people there. I know at least 3 of them were my friends, like close friends. Like I know Rush and Kai were there. And one of my friends, Taz, was there, and also my friend Iron. But they kind of like fluctuate, came and went. And it was just like, it was really cool to meet people and to talk to people. That stream went like, I couldn't explain to you what I expected it to go like. Like in my head, the idea is so good. I feel like this is like a great idea for a video. I edit your videos. It's a mix of a tutorial where you see how I did it. The user has involvement and they feel like they're part of it because they are part of it. They're making the idea. They're watching it happen live. They're able to rewatch it to remake it themselves later. Someone actually in chat had a great idea of me putting in the footage that I use so that they can edit along, which I think is a great idea. And then also like the Reels capacity and the TikTok capacity, it just like feels like such a good idea to me. But I guess when I start doing something like that, my fear is like the idea is good, but I'm the issue, where it's like, this would be a good idea if someone else did it, but because it's me doing it, it just doesn't work, or it won't do as well because of that, or whatever it is. But I think it worked. I think the people in the stream had a great time. I don't think there were really any silences. There may be a few moments where like I was waiting for something to render and didn't know what to talk about, but throughout it was very like engaging. The chat was moving. And I just had so much fun. It felt like I was doing this. It felt like I was doing the Zade videos, and then, but it was just in front of an audience. And also I have something that I'm actively doing. And then we're doing it together, and I'm like laughing at everyone's jokes and their ideas. And then like, I'll show on screen what the draft of what we did. So this is like what we got up to, and so I guess it'll have to be 2 parts. I'll do the rest of the stream on Saturday, and then we'll do a new topic, but that's what we got up to, where it was like everyone was inputting. Like someone was like, oh, you should I think I said we need to put something in his hand to replace the cup, like what do you guys think? And then we had like torch, crafting table, potion, water bucket, etc. And it's like seeing the chat involve themselves in like, oh, that's a great idea, like, oh, we should do that person's idea and stuff like that. It's so like satisfying. It's awesome. It feels like I'm turning other people's ideas into reality, which is so fun, especially when it's better than my idea, you know. And like I just had a great time. I did not want to stop. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to do it again tomorrow. I wanted to do it the day after that, but I know that I can't consistently do that with like my work and things like that. And like and yeah, I don't know. I'm just super excited for Saturday. The same way that when I'm excited for Sundays now, like as I'm filming this, I'm just excited for Saturday because I get to live stream again. You know, like I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be so fun. I don't know. I'm really happy. I think I'm really happy. Stuff outside of this has been like, with my girlfriend, some parts have been a little tough because she's been going through some stuff recently with like medication and stuff like that. And so it's kind of like I've kind of taken up a responsibility of like looking after her a lot more during that. And so that's been kind of like a lot on my mind. And I almost feel like guilty. Like we were talking about it today. I almost feel guilty that I'm so excited to do all of these things and do like, I'm excited for my Saturday to stream and stuff like that. because she was feeling like neglected. But then also from my perspective, like we'd hung out 5 out of 7 days last week, that I'd gone to see her at least once, whether it's staying over, whether it was like watching a movie, whatever it was. And so like it's weird when my mindset of it is one way, where it's like, oh cool, like I'm still able to hang out with you, and I'm also able to like make this stuff, and now I have more time, and now it feels like it's really working, and I have a passion for it. But then I also am feeling like should I feel bad for that? Like, am I guilty? I don't know. But I mean, I love her so much, and I know that we're gonna work it out no matter what. Like I've never, like, it's weird because I'm never not confident that we're gonna pull through. I don't know if it's because I'm not gonna give up no matter what. Like in my head, it's like we will pull through because objectively I won't let us not pull through, or whatever it is. But she's more of a what's the word? Anxious avoidant attachment style. So I think it's like is it anxious avoidant? She's the one where like she like kind of feels like she's pushing herself away when she's like, so she's like just leave me, instead of like, so like to avoid her feeling hurt if I broke up with her, for example. Even though I'm not planning to do that, and I've never thought about that, and it's never like crossed my mind. It's just kind of like a defense mechanism that she's had. And so like working around that is that's something I've had to learn and get through. But I know she means well, and like again, like I'm not ever like not like it's not like, oh, she's gonna break up with me. I've never like really thought that. It's just like, oh, okay, this is gonna suck for a day because we disagree or argued about this thing, but then in a week it'll just be like, oh yeah, we talked about that thing, and then we came to an understanding, or whatever it is, but I really am excited for these creative endeavors. The live stream went super well. I'm gonna start this is another big step. I'm gonna start promoting this stuff on Instagram. And that goes into dangerous territory for me, because I feel like whenever I feel like I'm trying at something and it doesn't work, it feels a lot worse than just doing something and it doesn't work, right? Like the Zade, right? If I was like planning the banners and the resetting the channel and like building up all the thumbnails and setting up a backlog and all of that, and promoting on every social I can to make sure it does as well as possible, and then it doesn't do super well, it feels like, oh, why did I do that? But like having just, oh, I'm gonna upload this thing, people may watch it, people may not. It's great that you guys are interacting. It's a different kind of like no pressure. Like I'm not worried about the, I guess, success or not. Like this is just for me. But as soon as I start like putting on Instagram, it feels like now I'm trying. It feels like now I'm like, please watch this thing. And then the number of people that see my story but don't watch it feels like a direct like stab to my heart. Even though, again, it's like, what is the conversion rate on Instagram? How many people are scrolling Instagram that are going to stop? Oh, this is a YouTube video. Click the link. Oh, it opens in the Instagram browser. Tap again, go to YouTube, and then watch it. Like the number of people that are going to do that is very low. And I'm already like prepared for that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to start promoting stuff. I'm going to promote next time I stream. I'm going to promote that on my Instagram as well. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. You'll know next week, I guess. I'll have promoted it, and hopefully you're there watching me. Still going to figure out the time. I'm thinking California time around 10, 11 a.m. after I do my run, and then I finish with Zade after that on Sundays. So Saturday, Sundays around 11 a.m. till around maybe 4 or 5 or something like that. I think I streamed for 4 hours this time. But we'll see. Damn. I put so much lotion on my elbows, and no matter what, they still look ashy. I have no idea why. Like, I feel like there's nothing I can do to fix that. Anyway, I also worked out today. That felt awesome. I love hitting a workout. I went up in weights. So I feel like overall in my life, I just feel like I'm seeing progression in like almost everything, which is really good. And I'm thankful to you guys for it. I don't think it would be possible otherwise. Like I create this stuff and without you guys watching, it's like I'm creating it into a void. And I want to be better at being okay with that. But currently it definitely is like, seeing the people in chat interacting and seeing first time chatters, like someone in the chat today, Oh, let me find their name. I want to give them the respect they deserve because they actually saved me. Basically they hadn't said anything. I think they'd been watching for a while, I guess. But they hadn't said anything in chat so far. And they oh, why is it? Oh, there we go. And they Droingo, that's who it is. There's a plugin that I use called GeoTracker, and I have the license and everything, and it just wasn't working. And one day it just stopped. Like, it used to work perfectly. Like it you can use it to like if I'm moving this water bottle, I would use GeoTracker to track it super well, and then I could like track something attached to the water bottle or on this face or whatever it is. And for one day it just stopped, and I was saying that in chat. I was like, yeah, it was so annoying because this track, it was amazing. And then one day the plugin just stopped working for some reason. And then their first message in the chat was, oh, you should downgrade to 24.1. That worked for me. And then I was like, oh, like that's crazy. They were like, oh yeah, there was a Reddit post or something like that where they'd seen it, and it was like, yeah, I had that same problem. And I was like, there's no way. Like, that is like at a random time during the stream, a random person happened to come across me saying it that has fixed a bug I've had for like a year now. And I just I've tried to fix it, couldn't figure it out. So I just stopped using the plugin. I kind of gave up on it. And they're just like, oh yeah, no, it is possible. It's just like, wow. Like, I'm like, that's why I'm doing this. Like, I'm learning, people in the chat are learning. Like, someone learned about, my friend Iron learned out about like how to navigate in After Effects, like page up and page down instead of left and right. And they're like, oh, I couldn't figure it out. And I was just like using my mouse to like scroll through it. And I'm like, this is why this exists. And also why I feel like it's such a good idea. I feel like there's so many people that don't know about little shortcuts or techniques. Archie MCW was there. He used to edit for Tommy In It. Now he works. Oh, he edits for that Ludwig guy. He edits for The Yard, that podcast I was talking about. And he came in, super awesome guy. I've always respected him in the editing space. Like, he was one of the first editors that really like stood out to me when I was starting like on Twitter promoting my work. And so like him hopping in, it's just like, I felt so grateful. I was so happy. And also the fact that he stayed, it was like something I'm doing. It's more than just like oh, my friend's live, let me click it, oh, that was fun, and then leaving. It was like he was interacting with the stream. He was saying ideas. He was helping me with tips. He showed me that if you hold shift and pick whip to parent something, it'll automatically align it in place. I didn't know you could do that, and I would have. There are so many situations that I would use that. So many that I have needed to use that, and I've had to, sorry, my chair stopped. So many times I've needed to do that, and I've just tried to do it manually where I regular pick whip and then I try to reorient and like put it in space like over and over, and I just never figured it out. So it basically feels like everything that I planned for the stream worked out like tenfold better than I expected. I was just so happy. And yeah, I was stoked. I didn't want to end it, and I kept thinking of new ideas and like, oh, I could just do this real quick or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm proud of what we made. We still have to finish it. That's what we'll do next stream, probably on Saturday. But I'm really excited to start posting them, ideally weekly. That's the other thing. I need to ideally finish them by the Sunday so I can start posting them. But yeah, no, that it felt amazing. It felt amazing. I really saw a future in it. I saw like there was someone new who came in. Like, I don't know how they'd found the stream, but they came in and they were saying like, oh, like I like the editing that you're doing. Do you edit often? I didn't know. Or like I'd love to see more. And it's like, this is why I'm doing, like, people that don't know, I'm somehow finding an outreach through streaming. Like, it's so fun that other people are enjoying the things that I enjoy. And, you know, last week I talked about like, oh, is editing my only personality? And it's like, I can be okay with that, like learning to accept that. And it's also not a bad thing. Like, of all the things to only be your personality, editing and VFX is a pretty cool one, in my opinion. That's my hot take. Is that someone that's super passionate about basically anything creative, niche or not. Like, I knew a guy, or I didn't know a guy, I knew of a guy that was like super into lighting. Like, that was their thing, is like, you go to their apartment and like everything has a light attached to it, like very specifically placed, that can be controlled from a phone or like motion detected, and it'll like wave along with the TV or whatever it is. I'm like, that's cool. That's so cool. And so to be able to live stream me doing something that I feel so passionate about and I enjoy so much, and seeing other people also learning through what I'm doing, and then also myself learning through what I'm doing. It just feels like everything is aligning, that I'm slowly finding the thing that I can do consistently, I can enjoy doing, and I can look forward to making more of, as well as have an audience that's interested in that. Like, after all this searching of like things that I love doing but it doesn't work with the audience, or things that I don't love doing but it works, and so since I don't enjoy doing it, even if it pops off, like that tutorial video, it did really well. I think it got like 90,000 views, but I was like, after it was done, I was like, I don't want to do this again. You know, but like, this is a way where I'm mixing that. Like, the tutorial did well, I'm basically doing a tutorial, I just have to cut down a stream of what I've already done. Like, I don't know, it just feels awesome. It feels great, man. It feels so great. I'm so happy. And yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of the comments talking about like your plans. Like, I hope you hit that this week. And if you didn't, don't beat yourself up. There's always next week. There's always tomorrow. And if you can hit it tomorrow, and then you can think to yourself, I can hit it tomorrow again, also a huge win. You know, like that's progress. Slow and steady wins the race. And I just love that I've been able to like hold myself accountable to it. Like, I can like look back in an old video where I'm talking about, I went on a walk today, or I might start walking, and then now I'm walking like 30 to 40 minutes a day in the morning, and I'm basically jogging it or running, and it's like, damn, I'm like making progress in it, and I can like see the evolution. And like, same with the streamer, it's like, oh, I might stream next week, I'm not sure, and then it turns into like, I just had a great stream and I'm excited to stream again. You know, like, I love doing this regardless of who's watching it, and it's so fun. I also spoke, Rush was in the stream a lot. One of my good friends, Rush, he's an animator, and he was asking about being on this. And my plan is, after the 6 weeks of consistency, so I show myself I will not miss a week for 6 weeks, then I can start bringing in other factors that would affect it, whether it's like trying to like focus on better camera quality. I probably could have had this light turned on and facing me. That was a bad idea. Anyway, but yeah, whether it's like having the better quality camera like I did in episode 1, I could just sense that if I had to set up and move this each time, I would just stop doing the series. So I wanted to stay consistent. That's why the camera quality kind of sucks, but you know, the point is across. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking to Rush about having like, and he was saying about like being a guest on this. I'm like, yeah. So, you know, week 7, most likely we'll have Rush Light Invader as the guest. One of my friends, Carson, probably for week 8. Maybe my friend Monica, week 9. Yeah, I think that would just be so fun. Like, I feel like just being able to talk, because like, even if it's like what they're passionate about, like I would talk to Rush about animating, and he's super into painting. Again, a niche that like I don't know that many people that know about painting these days, right? Like, a lot of art that I see is digital art primarily. And so knowing someone that's like really into painting and really good at painting and knows the techniques and stuff, like, I just want to hear about that, you know? So I'm excited to have him on. I just want to talk to people about their passions and the things that they feel passionate about. Cause, you know, I feel like if someone offered to me in a podcast to just talk about editing for an hour, that would be the dream. Like, I love that. So if I can find a way to almost like platform people that have things that they really enjoy and really like talking about, and I'm just kind of like the side character, I'm just there to like maybe encourage them or ask more questions, or if you guys had questions, then like maybe I can bring that into it, where I'm like, oh, this person's gonna be a guest, do you have any questions for someone that does blank, animating, painting, pottery, prosthetics in movie prosthetics, I think that's the word, like the fake nose or whatever in movies, like stuff like that. Like, I'd really love to talk to them, because I feel like that's what I find most interesting about people, is the things that they do and know about that I don't. Like, learning information like that is what I find so cool. Like, I love the movie The Muppets, and I remember I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago, I went to a show, one of my friends' shows, like a musical thing. And one of the people in the audience, we were talking afterwards, and he was like, yeah, like I make puppets. What? And he does ventriloquism. I've never met someone that does that, and it was so cool. And it's like and he's like super passionate about it. He's like, yeah, I came out of high school loving it, and it's like those are the people I want to know about. Those are the people that are interesting to me. I want to know like what would they do with $1 million? Maybe that'll be my question. It's like, you get $1 million right now, because this is inspired by Rush. He asked me that on stream. But you get $1 million right now. What are you doing with it? I just want to know what everyone's answer is. I want to know where that money is split. Are you investing some of it? Are you giving some of it away? Is it going just to your family? Is it going just to your creatives? Like, where is it? Where would you put that? Like, and then one day I'll get $1 billion and I'll be able to test people, and I'll just give them $1 million and see what they do with it. Like, that would be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Great week. Honestly, great week. Big things coming up with the streaming and with this show. And yeah, I don't know. This is going to have to be a short one, by the way. I am running late to hang out with my girlfriend. So I will have to cut this short. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. And yeah, I just feel like I have so much more to talk about, but I gotta cut it short before I start a whole new tangent and story. 40 minutes, shorter than normal. I feel like normally we're like 59 to an hour, so that's fine. I am Zade. I'm doing pretty okay. I'd say 9. Honestly, after that stream, 9. I'd say 9. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.